we're back on Next Gen Connect Z11.9 FM. It's 20 minutes past 2, and we are bringing you a very interesting conversation about creativity and creative work for young people. Today, our topic is creativity without borders, and let's see how we can dive into this topic. Because a lot of the times, people ask me, is it really paying to be in the creative industry today as a young person? And these conversations are very interesting. Young people don't want to venture into creativity because they feel our market is not yet there to kind of give them a well-paying job. So they rather look at other professions, although they have that creative thing within them. So today we are going to have a discussion with a distinguished guest, Elom Sena. And Elom, you're welcome.
Thank you for having me today. I mean, this conversation is really dear to my heart.
Yes,
because I have pursued creativity my whole life. And if anybody can answer that question, if it pays to be a creative or if it pays to be a creative in Ghana, I think my story or where I've
tell us about
been,
it.
can
Tell us
really
about
shed
it.
some light on
Elom,
that.
so introduce yourself to us. Who is Elom?
Okay.
Yes, give us a background of yourself.
Okay, so I will start from the beginning. Elom has been that boy who always sits in the class, who draws behind at the back of the class, not paying attention to what the teacher is saying, always scribbling, right? I've always been a creative my whole life. And I mean, growing up, everybody knew that, oh, this guy, he's good. The teachers would say it during the PTAs. And then the open days where my parents come and they'll say, oh, your son is really artistic. All these things. And so that has been my nature for a very long time. Going into my tertiary years, I did not pursue creativity because you know how Ghana they, right? You're looking for, I tell you, it wasn't, at that time, it wasn't really an option or a viable option in the eyes of our parents to say, oh, I want to be a creative. And so they are thinking about the bank jobs. They are thinking about being a doctor, lawyer. Oh, some of these very well-known, some of these career paths that are more distinguished. Yeah. So I studied economics. I studied mathematics in the university. But when I was done, I had to really do some soul searching and decide if that's actually what I want to pursue for my life's goal. And it didn't feel right to do it. And at that time, people didn't really understand, right? And I then segued and pivoted into creativity. And
Which was the right path, the path you were supposed to be on in the
God,
beginning.
I feel like God always has, or has already given us what we need to succeed in this life. When you're born, you see the different traits and skills you have. And that's literally what you need to pursue. And so I did that. And I mean, I can say that it's paying off. I can say that it's paying off.
Hey, so you should let that narrative of it's not paying.
Yeah, let's let it go. Let's let it go.
Okay, but we'll delve deeper into that. But so currently you are the creative director and a brand specialist.
Yes.
What does that entail? I mean, I want us to have a background.
Okay.
Although a lot of creative work in Ghana, majority of it is not in the corporate world, right? A lot of people are doing their own freelance things, going shooting pictures, posting them. But there's also a formal creative path that you can take. For instance, be a creative director in a bank or be like a creative director. So we should also put that in context. And I know you've done that kind of work before because you've worked in corporate. And I don't know if you still work in corporate, but there's also that aspect of it. So let's put it in context. But what does a creative director within a corporate sector do? If young people are listening and they want to veer into that line.
Okay. I will start just by saying that I have worked freelance before. I have worked in creative agencies. I've worked in corporate as well. So I've seen all the sides of that coin, right? I'm currently back in the creative agency space. Right. So what that means is that creative agencies lend their services to corporate clients or corporate brands. Yeah. Now, in a creative space like where I work, which is an advertising agency, you have different levels of creatives, right? You have your junior designers, you have your junior copywriters, you have people who are creative leads or supervisors, you have art directors, and then you have like creative directors. And so a creative director is a papa of the house.
Okay.
Basically.
Yeah, the big boss. That's what
Not
you're
the-
trying
not
to
the-
tell us. You're
not
like
a big boss,
You're
but-
like the big boss.
Oh, there are people there who are super creative. I even learned from some of my colleagues as
Yeah.
well. So it's not really the big boss, but for somebody who is more experienced in the industry, right, you can lend that experience in order to guide the team.
Okay.
So a creative director is an art director, but he also guides the team. He also like motivates the team. He also looks out for correcting some of the mistakes and other things, and make sure that the work that is being put out for our clients is very quality, right?
Okay.
So that's literally what it is.
I want to ask, I don't know if this counts as a controversial question, but you've lived both lives, being a freelance person that is probably trying to find your feet, and being in a corporate organization or being in an agency. And I see a lot of young people now don't really want to be boxed, right? And so they want to do their own things. Walk us through the journey of me as a young person deciding, should I aim for a role like a corporate director, a creative director, and go through the ranks, or I should do my freelance thing? Some Louis V, go come then come. Like so what is the pros and cons? Young people listening, where should they go? I mean, if you can walk us through your journey.
I really love this conversation.
Yeah,
It's something I've even wanted to talk about. So thank you for
Yes.
putting that discussion on the table. I recently wanted to get one designer that I felt like was really talented to come through and work at our agency. And he mentioned that, you know what, I want to start my own thing. You know, I want to do my thing. I have an idea of what I want to build, which is valid, right? But there are pros and cons of doing your own thing versus being in an organization. If you are going to do your own thing, which I'm not discouraging, right? You need to have a certain personality that lends to that. You need to be hyper disciplined,
Okay.
right? You need to have internal structure because there's a temptation that when you're doing your own thing, you will slack, you will not meet your timelines, you will not be able to manage all the different levels of work.
Yeah.
And that structure can be found in an agency or in a corporate institution, right? So working in corporate is suited for people who are highly creative but don't have that kind of internal structure to manage their own work.
Okay.
But if you work in corporate, the perks are that, you know, you're going to have a solid structure
Okay.
behind you. Everything is well organized, from getting your clients, from the processes in which the work is being channeled to you and back to the client. There's several layers of different people who you're working with. And then you get that exposure to bigger brands that you may not be able to access on your own.
Yeah.
Right? So it's the pros and cons. It's a matter of your personality.
Okay.
Right? Some people are more suited to working on their own. Right? Those people are very motivated, they are driven, they are organized. But typically, we creatives, Charlie. Yeah.
I know. I've worked with creators,
We are not-
so I know the way it feels.
We are not that
I will
organized.
ask the question that has been on my mind. I mean, I can imagine you some years back trying to go and offer like maybe fine arts, and your parents telling you, "Hey, for this house, you have to go and be a doctor or be an accountant or something." Why should a young person listening today feel that it is worthwhile if they've seen that they have some skills or some abilities in drawing or in creative work today in this Ghanaian terrain as it is, and within your role and your bird's eye view of the industry? Why should a young person go that path of creativity today? What do you think should be the reason why, or one thing or some things you can tell them?
Okay. I truly believe in creativity, right?
Okay.
And that's why I pursue this path. The reason is because it's more relevant in Africa and in Ghana to be creative. It's
Tell us about it.
It's very relevant.
Yes.
All the problems we see around us are opportunities, right? And it's going to take creativity to solve them. It's going to take creative thinking to solve them.
Yeah.
I always use the example of our ride-hailing services like Uber and Bolt and all these things.
Yeah.
The solution is very simple, right? You have a transport system where there are inadequate amount of cars to carry people around, right? And even the ones that we have are not well regulated, right? A beautiful solution that came from that is, people have private cars and the cars are empty, but they are going in the direction of a lot of the people. Why don't you monetize that? So just having a system that organizes that around that simple idea is what solved that problem, right? There are people there who have solutions to a lot of our problems, from drainage to governance issues to agriculture and how we even grow our food. People have the solutions.
You know, Elon, before you continue, I want you to continue on this part, but one thing that just struck me was when we are thinking about creativity and even among young people, our first thought is somebody that is in the fine arts, that is drawing something on the book or is going to wear some skinny jeans and some dreadlocks and some. I mean, I think there's a big stereotype when it comes to creative people and the kind of work that they do. So this answer that you just gave about the Uber thing resonates with me so much, because young people are out there being creative, solving. I don't know if you saw the billboard of the clothes. The guy that went like something like it's amazing. Somebody will say, "Oh, now we'll see a day," because people don't appreciate that. But that is a problem that somebody has thought about, and then has used that in art. That is very interesting. So thank you for that point. I think that is very, very, very interesting. But to your point, as a young person today, why should I be a creative?
Yeah. So like I was saying, it's all these different problems that we have that young people have the energy, number one, because we the old people there. Charlie, we paid at
least. The way you have removed yourself from the young people.
But yeah, I'm young. I'm still young. Yeah. But we have the energy, right, to really challenge the status quo, to come up with new ideas and to actually put them into action. Yeah. Right. Creativity, like you said, is not just about fine arts like painting and drawing and all these things, but creativity is coming up with unique solutions. That don't already exist to problems. Right. The creative aspect of that is, okay, this is the problem, right? Nobody can find a solution, and you think, I realize that there's a little insight here that I can spin, and that solves it. And so that at the core is what creativity is all about.
Okay, before we go to the money thing, I have another question.
Okay.
So I've worked with creatives. I used to be a manager of a bank. Yes. So I've worked with creatives, and there's this thing that I feel that is worrying a lot of creatives, especially young ones today, that they want their work or whatever they do to be westernized in a way. I don't know, but it feels like young people today want to associate themselves with certain things that are not tuned to our culture, whereas there are so many things that are here, as you say, so many problems that we can creatively try and solve with the kinds of ideas we have. Do you think this is true? If it's true, how have you seen it around?
Well, to an extent, I think it's true. Not all the time, but I think it's true. Because I've seen people complain online that, hey, that's Ghana, we like foreign things.
I see some young boys, then they make some hip hop.
Hey,
with their kata, then they walk be like the US people say.
They reach them. Yeah, so it's very true. It's very true. But there is a lot of value in our own things. There's a lot of value in our own things. Recently, I did an illustration. It was for the World Cup. It was a poster. Right, and it went pretty viral. Like, people loved it. They were like, I'm putting Ghana on. And when I was doing that artwork, I tried to infuse as much Ghanaianness as I could into it. And people loved it. They were like, oh, Charlie, they've not seen like Ghanaian, like Ghana in that light. Right? Our things have deep meanings. Another thing that I don't know if there's a time to even raise that.
No,
but
please do.
You know how we have Adinkra symbols?
Yes.
These are like deep concepts codified into symbols. we have a lot of other symbols like that too. Like the guy Adangbe Samai.
Yeah.
They always have the Ewe JCO.
Oh.
It's like all of these things. And they are very obscure, but nobody is putting them out there.
Out there.
You see? But these are the concepts that would elevate our design.
Yeah.
These are the concepts that elevate our creativity.
That tells our stories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Japanese have all these concepts around their design aesthetic,
Yeah.
like wabi-sabi
Yeah.
and ma and all these things. And they are concepts that they use in their design. And we have as much intelligent and advanced systems here as well. So
what is the problem, Elom?
what's the
What
problem?
is the problem? Why do our people want to look and create like Westerners? Is it so that they belong? Is it because of an inferiority complex? Is it what is it? What? Because I like the way you're dressed in your kaftan and then your. I mean, I also always try to be African as much as I can be anywhere that I go.
Yeah.
But we have, especially the Gen Zs, and then they have this sense of a culture that is different. I don't know, but from what I've seen, what do you think? What is the problem?
I mean, this problem there is multifaceted and multi-layered. There's layers, layers, Ankasa.
Yeah.
And then you mentioned the whole colonial history.
Yeah.
You mentioned a lot of other things, right? There's layers to it.
Yeah.
I would much rather focus on the solution to it. Right? The problem there is plenty. But the solution is storytelling.
Okay.
Right? It's storytelling. We have griots who used to be like the custodians of our oral history.
Yesterday I was just reading about that.
Yeah, like, and these guys
Yes.
will really tell you like our history, like they'll make you feel proud of like where you come from, right? I think the modern griots are the movie makers,
Yeah.
the illustrators,
Yeah.
the designers,
Yeah.
like all these people who have the power to put our image out there and make us proud. I saw a post on Instagram a few days ago, and I was so happy. There was this one designer, the Ink Monster, shout outs.
Yeah.
And he had packaged Asanka, like premium packaging.
Wow.
I saw that there, I was like, wow, I love this.
Sanka.
But it was premium. I was feeling it. Right.
I know designers have an eye for.
I tell you, it was so premium. And so I think we need to tell our story. It's sad how our movie industry looks like now.
Yeah.
But I feel like it can rise up again with the young generation.
Yeah.
And they are willing to do that work. They are willing to tell those stories.
Amazing. Elom, and now to the question that I know young people are asking today, that does it pay to be a creative, a true creative? If I said creative work is going to be my 9 to 5, my job, and today I have decided, can I also own a Bentley and build like I mean, can I have the good things of life if I want to be a creative solely?
If you want to be a creative.
Yeah.
Can you own a Bentley? I don't know what the Bentley
I'm
question is.
I'm just saying, can I have a good life?
You can have a good life, definitely. You can have a
But
good
how?
life.
I mean, the picture is so glaring that people will say, okay, those creatives are those that smoke or those that, and they don't have a life, they don't have an ambition, and you cannot be. It's better you become a banker so that you can see money. That's the creative profession today in Ghana with our topic of breaking barriers.
Yeah.
Does it pay? And how should, there are poor bankers.
Yeah.
So of course, there will also be creatives that are rich and some that are not doing so well.
Yeah.
So how should one position themselves to have the good things within the creative sector?
Okay. I think now more than ever, right, in the world that we live in, it is a creative's world.
Okay.
Right? With the advent of AI technology and all these large language models and AI systems, you're going to find that work that is routine, work that can be replicable, is going to be phased out. Right? So, and I mean, that's what the industry giants who are leading the charge in AI are saying, that certain types of work that is replicable, they want to phase it out.
Yeah.
Right? Creativity, because of its nature, is unique. right? They are unique solutions. The way creatives come about their work. There's no blueprints for how you do your work.
Go and ask the AI. How do you call it?
Poster
AI
people.
posters. They are all the same.
Right? But a creative will do something
Yeah,
and it's a poster, but
Yeah.
the unique way he
it will be
approaches it
different.
will touch you somewhere.
Yeah,
Like, hey,
yeah.
this thing is hard.
Yeah.
Right? So it's a creative's world right now. Like it's the time for creativity. We are now well represented in different parts of the industry, from banking to finance to marketing to agri, everywhere. Like creatives are there, well represented, right? In terms of the money, it depends on how you structure your career,
Okay.
right? So I would advise that if you're a creative, number one, you need to have maybe a mentor,
Okay.
right? There are creatives who have done it.
Yeah.
There are people who have risen through the ranks and are now big. They've worked with international brands. They are doing really good work, right? And so align yourself with some of these people, learn from them, ask them questions, right? I know some creatives are very busy, so when you text them, they don't mind you, but at least if you find somebody
Are you telling your story?
No, media, I'm very open. I'm very open to people like speaking to me and learning from me. So I would answer to you. But definitely learn from the creators that have come before you.
Yeah.
Right? Know yourself and understand where you fit in. So it goes back to the conversation we're talking about, where is it freelance that works for you? Is it agency? Is it corporate? There are people who are suited to corporate. Corporate life is really nice. Charlie, when I was in corporate, I was chilling.
Really?
Tell
Tell us about it. How was it? Because it was routine work, or it was easy work, or it was good money?
It wasn't easy work, right? The money was good. I mean, I've always, by God's grace, got my good money.
Yeah.
But the corporate life affords a lot of conveniences, I guess. Right? There'll be travels, there'll be other things. But I also think that agency is more exciting.
Okay.
Right? Because you'd work with a lot of brands, right? Broad category of brands. You get to showcase what you have. You learn new things and get more experience there. So definitely know where you fit in.
Yes.
Definitely know where you fit in. I have a friend who started a little gig for himself where he used to just chronicle traveling and those kind of things. And it was taking him all across Africa. Right now, he's like doing so well. And I saw the rise. So it's like, just know where you fit in, know the niche that you can place yourself. That best positions your unique talent. And you will definitely do well. You will definitely.
So today, you're telling me that if a young person is saying that I'm going to pursue some creative part of study, they should go for it.
Go for it. I'm all for that. Go for it.
Amazing. You mentioned something, mentorship. We are going to come to that, but I also want to talk about community building and how that straightens the path of a creative. The creative job can be very isolating, like especially when you're not in corporate or you're not in an agency where there's structured work and you're doing a lot of freelance. It's very yourself, you have to ideate, you have to build. So a lot of people then like join communities that hold events. What role does that play? And if a young person is listening and wants to join a creative community, is there some communities that you're going to recommend, or some things they should be looking out for, or they shouldn't?
Oh, definitely. If you know anything about creative, we love our community and partying and just being outside. So definitely it helps you balance the work. Right? All work and no play. Like you need that refresh and reset. And so definitely join communities. There's a bunch of communities in our creative space where young creatives can really like join and learn and have fun, engage and connect. I personally can recommend DEX.
Okay.
Right, DEX holds an annual creative conference where all creatives come together in Ghana, and then we discuss like topics that are really.
I think this year it's at the National Theatre.
Yeah. It's gonna be big. There's Newcomer, which is like a platform for creatives as well. right? And there are all these other niche creative groups that you can find yourself in on WhatsApp and other places. And then just generally going out to places where they champion creativity,
Where should we go?
right?
Hello.
Accra Art District,
Yeah.
Charlie, and Tamed Empire. These people are there. Charlie, they really try to like create safe havens for creatives. So all these places are really cool.
Amazing. And then to mentorship.
Yeah.
What role does mentorship play in building your creative career? Maybe tell us about your story, a mentor that has helped you, or how you should position yourself, even as a young person, to get mentors.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes some people, I mean, they have all, like, I go to Accra Art District or I go to Nubuke, and there are a lot of people there, but they don't connect. They just go and then, Charlie, they go,
Vibes and
vibes and kwa. So how should young people position themselves such that they are also getting in contact with people to getting the right support? Yeah. So mentorship, the importance of it. Run us through your story if you have any, and how do we find mentors?
Okay, so I think young people right now are more fortunate than some of us when we're coming up, because social media was not at the level where it is now, right? Creativity was not on the forefront as much as it is now. And so it's easier to connect with mentors, it's easier to connect with fellow creatives, right? Shout outs to all of my people and my generation and the creatives that came up with me, because Charlie, they've done so much. They've done so much for the industry. And so right now you have creatives online and they are giving you free knowledge. Like they all have platforms where they are speaking thought leadership, like just creating content and awareness around creativity. So it's a massive thing now, right? And I don't even necessarily think that you have to go to any particular place, because these creatives that you see, they are all over social media.
Yeah.
You can reach out to them.
Can write people on social media.
Most creatives will be open to like a DM that you
Okay.
send them.
Okay.
Yeah. At least I can speak for my people. Like
Yeah.
they
And
would.
yourself.
And
Young
for myself
Elom,
too.
don't blast him plenty, but
And
but
myself as
Elom
well,
is
yeah,
also
definitely.
available. You can send
Definitely.
him a DM. I mean, also patronize his work, because he's also like a
Definitely.
designer and he's doing amazing work.
Definitely.
But yes, Elom. So tell us about your mentorship journey, if you have any stories to share. Also,
there were some creatives that I really looked up to when I was coming up, like Elkana. Elkana is a dope illustrator. I don't know if you know that guy.
I've heard his name, but
He draws a lot. Poker.
Poker, I know Poker.
Charlie,
Poker,
these guys, Ray
did
Styles.
amazing.
Oh, Charlie. Ray Styles.
Wow.
He had to leave us, but that guy was really one inspiration to me.
Yeah.
Right? RIP. But yeah, that guy as well.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you have to physically know someone for them to be a mentor to you, especially in a creative way where you can get inspired by people's work directly? It's not like a business strategy or something that people actually have to coach you. But in the creative world, do you have to know people before they can be mentors to you, or you can just follow them quietly, watch their work, like watch tutorials or something, and then build up on it? Where does that also fall?
Yeah. Like you said, I don't think you need to physically know that person to be inspired or be mentored by them, right? For instance, all these people I mentioned, I have looked at their work and been inspired to also follow suit. And some of them, they drop like Charlie tutorial videos and things. You watch sound and you do catch and you're doing some. Like that. So you don't need to necessarily know them. I know that somebody like Okana does ColorPod, where he trains creatives actually. So you'd mentor with him, or you go on an internship with him, and then he actually trains you in his style. So there's also people there who you can like go under them and have that like formal program where you learn from them. But you don't necessarily need to have that connection. You can just look at the work and be inspired by it too as well.
I have two questions in one. Hey, so
Charlie, I hope I can answer.
You can answer. So the first one is, what skills should I build to be able to be a successful creative in today's day and age?
Okay.
And then the second one is purely a branding thing. We know that you've done a lot of things, right? I mean, for your World Cup designs that went viral, how should I position myself after I've built those skills, of course, so that my craft will be visible to the world to pay attention. Right?
Okay.
So these are my anything.
Hey, I think I got that. I'll try. All right. So in terms of the skills,
Yeah.
and these are what I'm going to mention is not necessarily even design or creative skills, right? Which is ironic, right? But the skills that you need, some of them are just maybe networking skills, right? Learning how to network, learning how to manage timelines,
Yeah.
right? That's
Yeah.
an overlooked skill,
Yeah.
but it's very important.
Hello, not to cut you. I know some guy that does designs for us.
Yeah.
He's really good. If I say good,
Yeah.
but this guy will always run through his timelines. He will give you today. You probably will hear from him next week.
Charlie.
And
the
that's
job
like,
they had.
But when he does the work, you're like, oh God, this is like good work. So that is spot on. That's
Yeah,
spot
and
on.
the follow-up skill to that is even negotiation. But sometimes you will go past your timelines and you need to negotiate for new timelines. And then you also have to communicate. So communication too. Some of us creatives, sometimes we don't communicate the best. You've had to learn how to do that. So these other complementary skills go with your creative skills as well, your hard skills. These soft skills go with the hard skills. But it is these skills that make you more refined, right? And that is the key to progressing through the ranks and rising, right? Those other skills.
Amazing. We are coming to the end of it. I'm sad about that. But
Oh,
then
there
you
was
didn't
other-
answer
there was
yet.
other thing, yeah.
You see,
There was
you
the
said
other
the questions are many. So there was the branding part. How should I put my design? Is it specific colors that I should add? Like we spoke about the storytelling, telling our stories as Africans. But how should I position my creative work, my craft, so that it catches the eye of people? Like people come to me.
Okay. So twofold. This question is twofold. I'll start with how to be more visible.
Okay.
Right? So there are a number of platforms out there that will give you that level of visibility. I think chief of them is social media platforms. Right. Nowadays, TikTok is very active.
We are streaming on TikTok, by the way. So if you're listening and you want to see Elom's
big head,
you can join us on TikTok, ZFMGH, and then you can stream.
Yeah, so definitely TikTok, right? You also have other platforms that are specific for creatives. Something like Behance.
Yeah.
Behance is purely for creative work. You have Dribble, where you can also post case studies of the work that you have done. And most of the commissions I've got that are international came from Behance.
Okay.
Right? Because when people are actually looking to hire international creatives, that platform is very legit. It's for Adobe. And so people go there and they're like, oh, I need a creative in Ghana to do something. Just search. And then your name comes up because you've done a lot of Ghana work. Start Ghana.
Yeah.
So that is important. It's important to create case studies about your work, not just post the work, but create a case study. Oh, this was a problem. This is how I solved it, right? This is the processes I used. That makes you look very professional.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's that. And if it is social media, you need to come across as authentic. Right? People don't just want to see your work; they also want to know you.
Yeah.
Who are you? Like, Charlie, are you a funny person? Are you a serious person? Can you dance?
How do I do that? Do I post working videos of myself, or do I always film? People are also very shy and they want to be private. But so how do I strike that balance? How have you done it?
I mean, I'm not the biggest camera person ever, right? But it is good for people to see, number one, your process. So I post process videos when I'm working on something. I share it with people to see that, this is why I'm working, this is the process. You see me drawing, you see me illustrating, you see me going through the process. That gives people insight into the thing that you're creating. That works, right? Also, people want to see that you're a human being. That's basically what it is.
In this day and age of AI.
I love Kabi.
Kabi Lam, yeah.
Or is it Lame or Lam?
Lam.
Lamp, okay. But you see, his content is very simple. He just points at the thing and that's it.
Yeah.
But it's so relatable,
Yeah.
right? So it doesn't have to be any particular format, right? It doesn't have to. If you are shy and it shows on camera, it's fine. Like people just want to see that you are human,
They are human.
and they can relate to you. That's it.
Alom, thank you so. I think this conversation has opened, if for nothing, the creativity thing you mentioned in the beginning really struck me, and I think young people shouldn't see creativity as just the fine arts, but actually solving problems. That's how you create value. And one thing you just said about having a portfolio of your work. I mean, not just a portfolio, but a process, documenting it. This was a problem. This is how I solved it. This is how I went through. That's also very interesting. And people can relate to your creative thinking abilities. We are bringing the show to an end, but not until you tell us some final words for young people that are listening now, as they are just struggling to make the decision of whether I should pursue creativity as my career. What should they do? And that should also include your last words, and then we're done.
Okay. My boss told me something. He said, he mentioned something and it struck me. And he said, creatives need audacity. Creatives need audacity, right? So if anything at all, if you haven't heard anything from this conversation, what I'll leave you with is that have audacity. Have audacity. Put your work out there and don't be afraid, right? Have some audacity, right? You might feel like, oh, it is cringe, or hey, I'm shy, will people like it? No, you just put it out there. Have the audacity to show your work, and the right audience will find you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And your final words?
Yeah. So my final words is I believe in creativity. I believe people who are born creative should stay creative. Don't go and work in a bank. This is the time for creatives in Ghana and Africa to show what we are made of. We can solve a lot of problems. We can use our skills to really contribute meaningfully to.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Alom, for joining us on Next Gen Connect on Z11.9 FM.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. It's been a very great conversation.
Yeah.
And young people listening, I hope you've taken some nuggets from this conversation and you are going to start and build your creative career. We come your way every Thursdays, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. on Z101.9 FM, Next Gen Connect. I'm Oliver Kwabena Agri. We come your way same time next week. Up next is Highway 1019, and we are out.